Hello and welcome to everybody. Today my guest is again Juan Adams. Juan, thank you so much for accepting to be my guest and about how is the situation developing with quarantine diaries, coronavirus and such things. I assume you're training, but everybody had to change their own ways of training and so on. So how did you adjust? How much time did you need? What are you doing at the moment?
Well, the gym, I live in a gym. I live at Jackson Link MMA, so it was kind of weird. We can't have normal classes, but, the people that all live there, we can get together from time to time because we all live together. So, like, it's technically still or isolating because we're not introducing any new people into the group. But right when it happened, a lot of people moved out of the gym. A lot of people went back home because a lot of promotions froze. So the people that live there now, we kind of go down, we hit the bags on our own, we go for runs in the mountains and stuff, and just doing what we can. There's a treadmill at the gym, so that's it. But as far as our normal training schedule goes, where you can get 3 to 4 classes in a day, there's none of that now. You might get, 2 training sessions in a week now, so you have to make the most of them, of a one-on-one time with a coach. But other than that, man, it's just on your own, and it's become a personal responsibility to get the training in. So more so now than ever.
So, what are you doing right now? So, you're mostly basing your training on shadow boxing, I assume, on running in the mountains, on maybe spars. Did you improve your technique? Did it have some positive effect on this? I mean, you must find good thing everywhere, I assume.
Yeah, yeah, it's good, man, because it gives you time to really kind of internalize all the fights that I have had. So I got to, go back and look at them, look at the mistakes I made, really talk with my coaches. There's a lot of texting back and forth right now, going through, what we're going to implement when we can fight again, and different things that we've wanted to work on for some time that now I have all the time in the world to do. And I've got knocked out a couple of other projects that don't involve fighting. For instance, I drove back down to Houston. I cleaned out my apartment, packed it all up, and I'm driving back to Albuquerque right now to put all my stuff in my room and really just buckle down for the next 6 months and get as much as I can out of it.
That's amazing. What are your plans right now? I mean, I understand that you will train and so on, but can you now, for example, put more accent to some aspect of your fighting? For example, shadow boxing, I don't know, jab like you were talking, or you said I can think now of everything. So, what do you think of that?
Uh, you know, I am working a lot more on my stance, and I'm changing my stance a little bit more to get back to a wrestling base, the way I used to fight. You know, I started listening to too many people, honestly, and tried to make my style more striking centric, and that's when I started losing. So obviously, I want to turn that around. Been working a lot on that. Just going back to the technical aspects of my wrestling, just really drilling different things. Getting up off the ground, my motions on shots, blending my punches into takedown attempts, doing things off of kicks and things like that, and making sure my weight distribution is good, my body position is good, and I'm still able to generate the amount of power that I want to from different positions. So that's been my big focus right now.
So are you trying to say that we might watch the similar version to the one that crushed the guy on Dana White Contender Series? I like that version. To be honest, that was the best match I watched from you. No, seriously, I watched that fight and I was very much surprised how dominant you were.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of what I'm working to get back to. Be a little bit crisper than that, actually. So we're working a lot on just getting back to a good strength program, a good wrestling base, and trying to mimic that level of intensity through every training session again.
What are the greatest strength and conditioning challenges right now? That's the last question.
What?
The greatest strength and conditioning challenges. Which are the greatest strength and conditioning challenges now? You said the gym is closed, so technically, you understand the question.
Yeah. So the biggest challenge with that right now is just working. Actually, like working out, you can't get better at strength and conditioning without a strength training protocol in place. And since all the gyms are closed down across America right now, it's very hard to lift weights. It is very hard to get a typical your typical program in with regards to strength and conditioning. So you have to get creative with it. You know, you have to do a lot more body weight exercises and things like that. And contrary to what everyone believes, it is almost impossible to put on muscle mass without resistance training. So right now, the biggest challenge is maintaining as much as I can, slowing down the loss of muscle mass while also slowing down the gain of fat. So that's the biggest part. The biggest challenge right now is finding that balance. The easiest part of that is dieting and making sure that you're taking in the right micro and macronutrients.
Yeah, right now when you're linked with Diaries, I spoke to Fernand Lopez, your CEO, and he said that June 11th is postponed, so I hope it will get back on its feet in July.
Yeah. Right now, it's looking like I won't be able to fight till December. Is what we've tentatively heard because of until the COVID stuff dies down. Once the spread is kind of stopped, then hopefully that changes and picks up the time frame a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so. It will end as soon as possible. I mean, UFC got back on its feet, and I hope we'll watch you and Wilson fighting again and so on. Thank you so much for this interview, and I will try to publish it in around 2 hours. I will start creating video now, and I will let you know. Thank you so much for
All
this.
right, sounds good, man. You have a good one.
All right, have a great day, Juan.